Hey girls, what's up? And when I say girls, I mean just girls, because this is 13 signs to tell if a guy likes you. And after making my 13 signs a girl likes you video, so many girls have been commenting on that video and messaging me and being like, make one for us. And so I'm finally getting around to making that video, and I hope you guys love it. If a guy likes you, then he will stare at you a lot in a really, I think with girls, we kind of stare at you with like a creepy way, but guys stare at you in like a, oh my gosh, she's beautiful way kind of way. And the way to tell, I'm sorry if you guys watched the other video and it's like reiterating, but the way to tell if you think he's staring at you, and let's say there's a guy sitting right here next to me in class, and let's say the clock is like up there. I can like look at the clock and then look down, then look down at him really quick and then look away, and if the second I look at him he's like boom, then he was staring at you. But if you notice that one day you're just sitting in class and he's like staring at you, you can smile at him if you like him to kind of let him know that you like him. Because otherwise he really doesn't know if you're like annoyed by it or not. So you kind of need to, if he's showing you all these signs, you need to kind of lead him on to. One of the things I do not recommend is if he's staring at you to like stare back. That's awkward. Just smile and then look away and keep him wondering. Number 2 is that he smiles a lot when you guys are together, or when he just sees you in the hallway or in class, and when he does, he just seems like so happy, like, ah, you're amazing. And also, like when he's talking to you and hanging out with you, he just seems like kind of like a different person when he's with you. Like he's really happy and he seems more energetic and positive and alive. And so that is a huge sign, if he's like really happy and smiley, that he could like you. The next one is body language, and this really has to deal with the way his body is placed when he's talking to you. His shoulders will be kind of square like that, and he will be sitting with his legs facing you. And if he's kind of like leaning in like slouchy shoulders, that's kind of like a intuitive sign that a guy likes you. So if he's got his slouchy shoulders going on, then that could mean that he likes you. Number 4. So this is kind of if you've been friends with him for a while, or you don't really know him, and then he suddenly starts liking you. So this is what will happen. He'll randomly start texting you or Facebooking you, and I've had this happen to me before, where like out of nowhere this random guy starts like messaging me on Facebook like, hey, what's up? And that's a huge sign that he like has moved from like friend or acquaintance to I like this girl. And if he doesn't already have your phone number, he might try to get it or ask you for your phone number, so that could be a huge sign. So once you get beyond the virtual relationship, you will hopefully be talking a lot if you aren't already friends. And when he talks to you, it's not just like, oh, I had bio class today and I have football practice after school. He actually like really wants to know about your life. And he's just kind of like immersed in the conversation, and he keeps like asking questions about you. If you guys have read Twilight, which I know a bunch of you have, in the first one, Twilight, Edward and Bella had this thing where they like asked each other so many questions, and Edward wanted to know every single detail of Bella's life, and Edward was based off of real guys. Guys really do that. They want to know about it. So if they like a girl, they want to know like everything about her. And so if he starts like asking you really deep questions about your life or about your family, then that could mean that he likes you. Oh, hello! Hi! Christmas has not been in a video for a while. Have you? What is happening? Is that terrifying? Oh no. That when he's talking to you, he kind of seems to focus the conversation, if he's talking about himself, on what he's really good at. A lot of guys feel like they have to prove themselves to girls, which is completely wrong, because I want a guy for like his personality. I really don't care what your talents are, but guys feel like they have to be amazing at whatever. And so if you really like a guy, and let's say you're both on like the track team together, then if he like kind of focuses the conversation on that all the time, like he's talking about how excited he is for the race or stuff, then that means that he's like kind of broadcasting to you that he has that talent there. He will get annoyed or kind of uncomfortable when you talk to other guys around him or about other guys. Like let's say that a guy comes up and you hug him, then if the guy that likes you standing next to you, he could be kind of like annoyed or like looking away. Or if you're like talking to another guy around him when you're with him, and he might get a little jealous of that. So basically he doesn't want you to be with another guy, and so if you're flirting with another guy, he'll get jealous and probably show it. I think girls tend to be really like transparent in their jealousy, but guys not so much. If a guy likes you, he will joke around with you a lot and act silly and make jokes. He will tease you. The way teasing works is that he'll kind of poke fun at you. A personal like example anecdote. I was on crutches. If you don't know about this already, then go right here. Bye. Okay, thanks for saying. When I got injured at track, I basically was in a cast type thing on crutches, and so the first day I come back from the doctor or whatever, the guy who's on the track team with me is like, "Hey, so you coming back to track soon?" And that's kind of like, he was like teasing me because there's no way I'm running with crutches on. So they could also, if you really don't like a certain class and you're getting so annoyed by it, he could kind of make fun of that. Or if you are really kind of obsessed with something, like I am really into debate, and this one guy was like, "Liz is a debate nerd." So just little stuff like that, he makes fun of you, but he knows that you're not going to be offended by it because you guys are that Biffle-esque close. So don't take stuff that he says making fun of you offensively. He just, again, he wants you to laugh. Guys are also, can be serious around you, and they will tend to focus on complimenting you on your appearance or how you look. And guys are very visual, I mean, let's just be honest. But if a guy genuinely likes you, he'll like you for your personality and not your boob size or the hotness of your face. But he will definitely notice that, and he'll, some things that he might notice about your appearance is if you did your makeup different, or let's say you got highlights in your hair, he'll be like, "Oh, did you do something to your hair? I really like it." Or something. More obvious things relating to that are if he calls you beautiful or he calls you hot. And actually, there's a quote thing that probably a lot of you have heard. If a guy calls you hot, he likes your body. If a guy calls you cute, he likes your face. If he calls you beautiful, then he likes your soul. So hopefully he calls you beautiful. But he could also compliment on your makeup if you put on some glitter blue, bright blue eyeliner, or if he likes the shirt you're wearing or your outfit, or you're wearing cute earrings or a cute necklace, random stuff. He'll notice your appearance and he'll compliment you on it. He will make a lot of contact with you, which could be anything from laughing and touching your arm, to hugging you, to holding your hand. It's kind of to touching your leg, to touching your boob. If he's doing that, then don't go out with him because he's a weird, creepy guy. But if he's kind of touching you, or your hair, or playing with your hair, stuff like that, then that could definitely mean that he likes you. Number 11. This is the one that I hate so much, and the fact that guys do this makes me just want to punch them all in the face. And that is that they will purposely flirt with other girls when you're in the room to get your reaction. Isn't that the world? I hate it. If you're a guy watching this, never ever do that. It's so messed up. But guys want to see your jealous reaction, and it's so funny because guys just don't understand that girls do not care about you being amazing at stuff, and they don't care about, they're not going to get jealous. Guys assume we're like them, and we are not at all like you guys. No, you don't understand girls. So the guy, when you're in the room, he'll like be flirting with a girl or whatever, and then the only way you can really tell is if you leave the room and then you're like peeking in through the doorway like a stalker. Then you'll notice that he has like stopped flirting with the girls. But be really careful, because the guy, that he might be showing all these signs, and he might be a player. He will stalk you. And by stalking, I mean that he'll like randomly show up every place of your life. And this could be anything from you're in the beginning of class and he comes over to talk to you, or that you randomly hear, "Aw, kitten!" Or you randomly hear that he has joined your same team as you, or so he joins like the same activity as you, and that's just because he wants to be able to spend more time with you. Or if he like starts walking with you to between classes, so he starts like hanging out with you a lot. Another kind of way that he will like be around you is if you're in a group situation and you move away from like his group circle to go talk to another group circle, and then like 2 minutes later he follows you over to the other group circle, and it's like, someone likes you. He will like play around with you and fight with you over like inanimate objects, and that's just kind of like, this really is bottom line flirting. If he flirts with you, then he likes you, unless he's a player. And you might like fight over a pencil, or like fight over a piece of paper. Like, it's really like silly, stupid, flirty stuff that he will do if he likes you. So that was 13 signs that a guy likes you. And if he's a player, as a lot of guys tend to be, I have a whole video on that, and I'm going to have a link below, so make sure to go check that out if you're kind of scared now that he might be a player. But just to kind of like go over that really quickly, compare with how he treats you with how he treats other girls. If he's like flirting and doing all the same like things that you think are really special with you with a bunch of other girls, then he could be a player. But also, he could just be flirting with the other girls to see if you get jealous. So maybe if you like a guy, have a jealous reaction if he flirts with the other girls, if you really want to kind of go out with him. Another thing is that if he's your friend and you're like best friends, you're going to both like intuitively do some of this stuff that could mean that he likes you, and so it's kind of difficult to tell the difference between like a best friend and then a guy that likes you. And I think the difference kind of comes in physical contacts. If a guy's just like your best friend, he's not going to be like hugging you really, really tightly and holding your hand and stuff. It's going to be a lot more like talking, joking rather than like bodily contact. And I think that's like basically like the main thing to tell the difference. And if you have a best friend who you really like and you're not sure if he likes you or not, I have a video about like getting out of the friend zone below. But again, if he starts like changing and suddenly he's like talking to you different or talking to you more or something, then like that change could be that he's trying to get out of the friend zone. If the guy who likes you is really shy, then he might kind of be terrified of your beautiness, and he will do some of the things like stare at you and maybe smile at you, but he might also not do all the joking stuff, and he might not be as happy around you because he's kind of scared of you. So if you like a shy guy, the best thing to do is just to be really comfortable around him, to smile around him, to not be like too bubbly and overwhelming so that he kind of gets comfortable with you. I have a video on how to have a conversation that will really help if like you really like a shy guy. And I might actually make another video called like 13 signs a shy guy likes you. So if you want that, then click below. But if a shy guy likes you, one of the things that he might do instead of like straight up asking you out is like ask your friends if you like him. So if you like a guy, talk about it with your friends so that when he talks to your friends about if you like him, that they, well, know what to say. So one of the things that I don't really understand is it appropriate for a girl to ask a guy out? Leave your comment below, and I'm going to kind of make a like societal video about this later, because there's some stereotypes, and like the guy has to be taller than the girl and like stuff like that. Like, do those hold true in 20th century equality America? I don't know. And I don't know how to go, I don't really know how you would go about asking out a guy. I always feel like the guy proposes, so the guy chases and asks the girl out, but that's kind of like a conservative viewpoint. So leave a comment below if you think it is appropriate for a girl to ask out a guy. And if you're a guy, I definitely want your input because I think that's a really interesting question. Click right down here and thumbs up the video, favorite it if you thought it was just completely epic, and also subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen my 13 Signs a Girl Likes You video yet, it will be right here, and that is the whole video. If you have a personal situation, leave a comment below, and I will try to respond to them ASAP. Bye!